If you're an online coach and you're looking to scale your business and you're also slightly afraid of the marketplace that's changing dramatically, we have specifically been focusing on specializing in terms of how to create fitness businesses, coaching businesses that crush using AI. And this is exactly what we're going to talk about in this episode. One of the things we've also built and actually incorporated to actually help coach our clients is Charlie.ai, which is literally over 5,000 hours of Zoom calls with me and transcripts over the last few years. We've uploaded into a database where you can get like instant responses in terms of advice from me personally, which is wildly good. So we're joined by Taz today, who helps run our Fit Pro Launch Systems program, which is to help coaches get from 0 to 5K a month. The first thing I'd add into this is that it is now easier than ever to actually scale if you know how to use these tools. Mm-hmm. The problem is most people don't actually know how, and they also don't understand two things. One, what question to ask, and two, what good looks like.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Completely bang on. It's almost like people use AI because everyone else is using AI. They can use ChatGPT to create content ideas, but they're asking the wrong questions and it's untrained. It's literally vanilla, right? Plus, then they don't know what good looks like, you can mention, so you hit the nail on the head there.
And to explain more, what does good look like? If you, for example, were listening to this, you ask AI to write you the 10 best hooks for your reels, you don't know what is really good or what's not good. Or if you ask it to write you, like I did a sick training last week for our CEO clients in terms of how to create a 10 out of 10 VSL, video sales letter. If you got AI to write your VSL, you don't know what a good VSL looks like or how to frame it, or it's going to sound terrible. And this is the difference between those who understand how to use it and those who don't. And this is the key thing you have to learn to really crush your business over the next 6 to 12 months. I'm actually doing a sick training on this next week on the program. And I think for anyone, the way I would try and think about this, and Dan Priestley explained this to me really well. If you're going to be using AI in your business, people think it's going to replace everyone's jobs. So that's not going to happen. Essentially what's going to happen is you're going to have, like, instead of a marketing department of 100, you have a marketing partner with 2 best people who can do the work of 100 people.
So it kind of gets you doing things faster is the best way to put it.
Faster, higher level. And like, for example, I mentioned to you we filmed 4 VSLs last week. I scripted 4 VSLs and 14 ads in 2 hours.
Right.
If I had to do that probably take me a week.
Exactly. So you can literally do things faster. So I think the biggest thing, and I think I remember you saying this a while back, it's like the coaches that use AI, they'll get things done quicker. The coaches that don't, I think, is another shiny object, which it isn't because it's going to be here to stay. They will often be kind of trapped in a crowded marketplace and they'll eventually die.
And this is where the gap is going to get bigger and bigger because it's going to be the haves and the have-nots. The coaches use AI who crush and scale, who are everywhere and all over everything. So like, for example, from a content perspective, some people will just use AI and it will save a bit of time. Some people will use AI and create 10 times as much content, have 10 times as much leverage and 10 times as much omnipresence.
You don't work less, you work the same amount, you just get more shit done, basically, with AI. Because like, for example, let's say you're doing scripts, let's say you're doing reviews of your content, you're kind of getting feedback and sending your avatar, you do some market research. I think most people should use, I know people should use ChatGPT like Google, like more than Google. It's like, if you've got something you're looking for, get a ChatGPT version. We should dive into how to train it well and use that every single day. I think you use it every hour, right?
Like constantly. I've used it multiple times today. And I think
it shows it works.
This is what people need to understand as well, is that if you're looking to try and build your business, you have to understand what are the tools your customers are also going to use? How are they going to think? And I'd say the most powerful thing anyone can use, I'm going to give some really tactical advice here, take all of your sales call transcripts, Zoom transcripts, upload them into AI, and you can use that as a database for content. You also mentioned this earlier, but I rebuilt a sales closing framework for fitness trainers that's fucking wildly good. Like you said earlier, right? Why was it good?
Yeah, it's just so streamlined in a sense, and it makes things because it's A to Z and a straight line selling system.
So one of the big things we're teaching our clients to do with like this closing system that's sick is actually taking the sales calls and analyzing sales calls that you specifically have to improve the script to help you break the objections of the problems you have. And this is where you can use AI to actually personalize and solve the exact problems you're having with sales calls.
Yeah, you'll find this funny, but almost like on every sales calls, we almost make sure, because we know people that jump on a call with us, they've seen other fitness coaches. So we always ask the question, hey, out of curiosity, do you feel like we're the right person that's going to help you get from A to Z? And they always say yes. So, hey, how come? And I always ask that with an empathy-driven tone because obviously I want them to understand. Our biggest marketing skill set is where like we get it and then we give solutions because we get it. That's kind of our tool. But almost like they always say the exact same thing. It's like, hey, no offense, but you're not the biggest guy out there. I'm like, well, I thought it was. But it's almost like, I want to use it on my marketing. Like, you're not a bodybuilder, you don't give bodybuilding advice, you give real advice, and I think, you just look good, and that's the thing I want to go into. So I'm like, right, cool. That's feedback now. So we target, and we've actually used a lot of hooks, which has been one of our best ads ever. It's like, you're not a bodybuilder, so stop living like one. You're not a bodybuilder, so stop taking advice from one. And that's controversial because I've actually got a post scheduled tomorrow, I think it is. So, hey, stop listening to bodybuilders. They look great, but they're never going to help you. And it's like, we're targeting that person more because we've used sales call notes and we train our AI to give us ideas like that. Right, so if you can look at it, use the keywords, use the phrases, get the things that your clients say to you and people say to you, even clients in your business, do like a complete audit. Use AI to help you with the audit and kind of market towards them.
So with what you just said about doing a client audit, the second most tactical thing I can give everyone here, you're probably not going to say, is to get your clients to do a Big 5 Ocean profile personality test. If you DM me on Instagram, the Ocean personality test, I'll send you the link where you can do it for free. And essentially this is how you can get the psychological buy-in of exactly how your clients think. And then you can put this into AI and then get it to make you content and copy and hooks that psychologically manipulate your best clients. And this is exactly how you can become a world-class marketer very quickly. And these are the exact systems we're putting into 7-figure scaling systems. We've actually got a content system coming out this week for AI as well, where essentially clients can plug and play their business in, and it'll basically give them reels and reels of like hooks, scripts, whatever they need, kind of perfect off the bat. And I think that's where, when people understand how to use these tools, their life gets easier, but also the business scales faster.
Yeah. Good example of someone that's done that already, by the way, I already see success, Max Ackerman.
Yeah.
He's in FitPro, and I remember I asked him to do the Ocean personality test, and then I said, hey, put this into your AI and start marketing around this. 2 days later, I've signed 3 clients, best week ever, and they've all paid in full. It's like, because he's more social, extroverted, he's going to work with people that do that, and he's already marketed the person he already is. So it's kind of like that itself shows proof it works. Use the Ocean personality test, put it into your content, market towards that person, because you'll be able to have that level of relatability and like the love factor, and that's going to allow you to sell quicker too.
Now, for anyone who has a bigger business and maybe you have phone closers and sales reps, this is huge in terms of managing a sales team. So you can now analyze an entire week's worth of sales calls in like 10 seconds. So every week I'll get a report, like a document of all the sales call transcripts. If you have a sales call with us, I will see that. And we will run it through AI and I will get feedback. Like, how the team performing, what's the objections coming up, is there anything I can pull out of this from content ideas, how can I improve the sales scripts? And this is a process of constant refinement and improving the machine. And you can do this from closing, you can do this from DM setting, and we've also done it from dialing, and all these things have helped improve the efficiency of our systems on the sales side. Now you can do it from sales, or you can also do this on the fulfillment on the back end. How can you improve your coaching service? And you can do that by actually exporting the client coaching calls and using those and running through AI to get feedback.
Yeah, kind of like almost how do you create community, get to know the people in your community, and obviously foster that relationship in a sense. And it's like, you can use things, like you said, to get things done quicker. It's not replacing the fact you're going to get someone to do it, it's just do it quicker. So in the end, you'll do it, you'll still have that person manning it, because I think the biggest thing you don't want to do is just use AI to do things like content, review it, have it trained up to do really well, and then you can use it as like a superpower within your business too.
And the last thing I want to touch on in AI is the ability to remove admin and bullshit you shouldn't be doing. Yeah. So you can create AI agents. You can use things like there's an AI called N8N, which is like an equivalent of almost like AI version of Zapier and Make that can remove a lot of these things that are being done manually. The second thing you can actually do as well is Go High Level has a huge amount of AI integrations now, and also it even has AI workflows in terms of DMs and things like that with conditional logic. So if someone says a positive thing, it says this. If it's a negative thing, it says this. And if you haven't got Go High Level as well, we actually have, you can get a 30-day free trial if you hit the link below this podcast. I managed to get that from them for you guys, so you can check that out. But this is where you have all these tools right now that are allowing you to scale faster and easier. And you just have to take advantage of learning these things.
Yeah, going into Go High Level as well, like the ManyChat sequence, like obviously Go High Level will replace ManyChat and stuff, but almost like, I think you touched on this as well, it's been an absolute game changer for ads for us. It's almost like comment below for a freebie. They get then the first message like, hey, just a sec, let me grab it from the laptop. Which one do you want? Do you want this guide or that guide? They get a response, that keyword they say, they get the guide. 6 hours later, hey, just checking that works okay. Then the day later, hey, I've actually created a new train jump and send that over as well. Send it over. So you can almost kind of like automate that into a call booking. So we're pretty much having it now where someone comments below for recipes, They say, hey, just a second, I'm gonna grab it from my laptop now. So it's a bit more human touch. Do you want the workout program as well as the recipes? They say yes or no, then we send it. And then kind of goes into like a 21-day mini chat. And that itself is getting conversations daily. We literally see them like, did I send that? Or did mini chat send that? So it's kind of working with you and it's getting you things done quicker at the end of the day.
But when you also use that, you create the ultimate amount of leverage and you use long form flywheel content where you take those automation DMs with AI into long form content, YouTube videos, podcasts, and that's how you create a very warm audience you can actually convert, but you also do it on autopilot, which means you can scale with less people, less problems, less processes, and it just happens repeatedly. And this is why I say to people it's easier to scale now than it's ever been, even to the point where you can have AI DM setters. We build those at clients in Go High Level. Second to that is you actually can have AI suggested replies and conversations. So if you have a setter who needs training, who's not that good, you can teach the AI by uploading a knowledge base into Go High Level, actually how to give them a suggested prompt to come up.
Yeah, it's like, we can dive into setters as well, but almost every single call you do is setters record it and have like a separate AI bot on ChatGPT trained up to know exactly how you can coach people, and you can obviously use that, like you mentioned. I think it's kind of like almost, it's quite funny sometimes, but like you can scale much quicker. It's just knowing what to do at the right times and then doing it.
And this is why scaling a business now with AI is a thinking man's game.
Yeah.
It's like, it's chess, not checkers, and you have to understand the game. And that's the biggest thing we're teaching clients to do is like, okay, we now have like these super weapons we can use. How do I deploy these the most efficiently in the right order to scale my business and not have chaos and anarchy, and also not get left behind? Because if you're a coach and you're watching and listening to this and you're not implementing these tools, the tools are going to be there and be utilized by your competitors who are going to get ahead of you.
1,000%. And I think if you really think of it, it's like, yes, you don't want to wear all the hats, but if you can almost like have departments in your business, like the marketing, the sales calls, and like the selling, and then obviously the lead generation and content, it's like you can use AI to assist those departments and remember the prompts. Because one day you may have an element you need more help, but you've always got trained, quote unquote, staff in a department, and they can help get things done quicker. So your performance will never be inconsistent as long as you use AI well.
100%. And if you want to learn more about exactly how AI works, if you head over to my other YouTube channel and check out the video here, you'll see exactly an in-depth process in terms of how we actually helping people go and actually scale their business using AI. Took value from the podcast, make sure you take a screenshot of this, share it to your stories. Me and Nataz will also retag you to give you some traffic. Share it with a friend, and we'll see you next episode very soon.